I paid a couple of girls to feign interest in my mate.
Feign interest in my mate. What does that even mean?
I paid a couple girls to pretend they liked my friend.
Oh, okay. All right, let's hear it.
Interesting one, huh?
Let's hear it.
It's pretty short, too.
Okay.
I've got a mate who's nearly 30 now. To be honest, he's not a great looking bloke, but more importantly, he's had no experience with girls ever, which sucks because he's genuinely a great dude and maintains friendships with some girls, but he tends to friend zone himself before asking one out.
Ah.
He suffered pretty hardcore anxiety and depression and hates going out. So this year at my birthday, one of the only events he'll come out for, because he's a great bloke and knows it means a lot to me, I asked a couple of random girls if I could shout them a drink, and they could just compliment my mate on something and have a small chat. No obligation to be anything, but just polite and nice. And my lord, he's been a different dude ever since. His confidence has skyrocketed. He's even asking when we're going out next. If he ever found out what I did, I genuinely think he would never leave the house again.
I'm all for that one, dude. That guy's the best wingman ever. He just built his buddy's confidence. Come on. That's a beautiful story. He should never tell his mate he did that,
No.
and he has a better friendship now.
Yeah, and like it's not like he had like malintent behind it. He was just trying to help his friend.
Yeah, I don't know if I would ever pay like women to do that. Like, if you were down in the Ducks and we were out, and I paid somebody to go up to you and build your confidence, but I might buy him a drink to go up and give you some compliments.
Yeah, I mean, the way he worded it was weird. I asked a couple of random girls if I could shout them a drink.
Oh, okay, that's what he's saying. He shouted them a drink, so he did buy them a drink
Yeah.
to just go up and compliment his mate. So first off, where's this guy from? Shouted them a drink. It's his mate, his bloke. Is that what he said, his bloke?
Maybe England or Scotland.
Yeah.
Because I've never heard those exact terms in Ireland, but I'm guessing they're English or Scottish.
That's a win in my book. I see absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's a good wingman.
No, it is because obviously he did it like, I mean, I mean, in other contexts, if he had done this to then like laugh like at his friend, like, oh, these girls obviously don't like you fucking idiot. Obviously that would be bad, but like,
That's it.
but he did it because like he genuinely liked the dude and wanted to help him out.
Yeah.
So, but it's also one of those things where it's like, he cannot let the friend find out.
True. But how could the friend ever find out? The friend's not going to find out.
No, I know. That's why, he just had to like tell someone. That's why he wrote in
Yeah, it's
this
a confession. Damn.
Yeah, because could you imagine that? Like imagine how you would feel if like the first time you ever like got girls or a girl was because I paid them to like be nice to you. Not even hook up with you, just be nice to you.
But that's the thing. I'm never going to find out. And then you built my confidence, so I have enough confidence to go up and talk to other women.
I understand. It's one of those things where it's really not that bad, but it would kind of it would weirdly like hurt in a way.
It would if the mate ever found out, it would. It would hurt.
It would.
Because it would totally blow his confidence.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but then again, if you kept riding that wave and progressed,
Keep
and
riding the wave.
like, oh man.
Shit.
I mean, you okay? Like, yeah, it's weird because there's nothing in the story where it's like, oh, that was bad, that was a fucked up thing to do. But at the
No.
same time, like, if the friend found out, do you know what would this be like? It will almost be like, okay, let's just say, for example, let's just say like Jaden was fighting a guy and he was on a losing streak. And for context, Jaden's our friend who's an MMA fighter. Like, let's just say, for example, Jaden was on a losing streak, so then his coach paid his opponent to throw the fight. And then he knocked the guy out
Yeah.
because he took a dive. But then that footage went viral, and then the UFC reached out to him. But then because of the confidence that he developed from that fight, he then became like a killer and then became a UFC champion. And then he found out years later that the only reason he won that initial fight that boosted him to superstardom was because his coach paid the guy to take a dive.
You gotta hope he never finds out.
Fuck.
Holy
Shake's
shit.
sake.
That's
It would be because. Do you always weirdly think the guy would feel like betrayed at all?
a little bit. It is wrong, but I don't feel like I feel like he's a good friend for doing it.
No, he is. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
It by no means saying like questioning whether this guy's like a good friend or not,
Yeah.
or an asshole.
That is funny.
It is one of those weird things where it would almost like, because if you change, if this one like false act of kindness or like fake act of kindness like boosted your confidence and then you use that to propel yourself to like change your entire life,
Yeah.
it would be kind of weird to be like everything good that's ever came in my life was built off a lie.
Yeah. It's gonna hurt if the mate ever finds out, but
Yeah. Like
as far if he doesn't, then it worked out for the best.
I'm almost weirdly curious if the guy's like, I'm never going to tell him, or if the guy's being like, I'll tell him, but I'll wait like 10, 20 years. Or I wait if like he gets married.
By that
Adam's a playboy.
by that point, never tell him. Don't ruin his ego. I love how every confession we're like, yeah, you're totally right. It's all good.
Yeah. Fucking no. In fact, do you know what's gonna happen in this story? Fucking that guy's gonna use the confidence he developed to like become a fucking womanizer alpha and start banging every girl around town. And then him and his mayor are gonna be drunk, and then he's gonna be like, you're just mad because I get more pussy than you.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what, Jack? You only talked to that one girl that night because I fucking paid them to. And he's like, yeah, right. He's like, oh yeah? I still follow Brittany on Instagram. Let's ask her. Hey, Brittany, did this? Oh yeah, you bought me and my friend a Mai Tai, and then we told your friend his shirt looked cool, even though it was a fucking dumbass shirt. And then yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah, why do you ask? And then he's like, whoa.
See, then it's fucked. Then it's a bad confession.
Yeah, well, it's just all. Well, yeah, but as of right now, like it's like wholesome.
It's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
But the thing is, it's one of those things where it just takes like a little bit of alcohol and then a little bit of anger for that to come out and just ruin the whole friendship.
Fuck. Nah, we just gotta hope that never happens. This is a good confession.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Yeah,
This is a good one.
there's a good one.
I would do it for you.
Would you?
I don't know. My dog.
That's so nice of you.
I would hope you do it for me. I think. I don't. Okay, yeah. I would hope you do it for me and then never tell me. I'm okay with that. Secrets are okay if they're for a good cause.
Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this might have happened to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
I'm not like like the majority. I think in terms of whether I think it did happen or not, the majority of me thinks yes.
Is this a secret of yours? Is this a confession that isn't yours, but you think it's a confession for somebody else?
No, this actually happened to me.
Oh, you did this for somebody else?
No,
Or it's just a similar instance?
someone else did it for me.
Okay. Tell.
I don't really feel like ashamed or embarrassed to say it,
Uh-huh.
especially because it was so long ago.
Mhm.
So, I've told you about how I moved to Ireland when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I
When
moved.
you were a kid or a teenager?
Oh, teenager.
Yeah.
So I guess just because it was so long ago,
Yeah.
like I was a kid compared to now.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously grew up. I mean, it's obviously for context for the pod, but grew up in Seattle my whole life. Family's from Ireland. After high school, didn't really know what I wanted to do. I kind of just wanted to. I went to Ireland that summer, and I always like wanted to experience Ireland more because I would only ever go for a couple weeks in the summer. So I moved to Ireland, and it was really, really tough. Like, because I lived with my grandparents, like in like the small town that my mom grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a really kind of small town, like mentality, very cliquey. They didn't like outsiders. So like everyone like hated me. Not they either hated me or were just indifferent towards me. They were like, "Oh, I don't really give a shit about that American kid." So it was hard for me to make friends. And then obviously that on top of the fact that like the the fucking excited delirium of the fact that I was old enough here to drink, where in America I wasn't, because I was like 18, 19.
Right.
So I just started like drinking a lot. And because I had no friends, I would just drink by myself and play video games. So similar to how I was when you first met me, actually, like, what I was like when you first met me, moving to Ireland, this happening is what kicked this all off. This is how I got into like drinking heavy, became super fat,
Yeah.
just like a slob. So I didn't have any friends. Oh, and dude, fucking like it, like I've told you, I had Bell's palsy,
Yep.
and so I got it the summer of my senior year. So my entire summer of my senior year after graduating, all my friends ditched me. They
Yeah.
wanted to be around me.
Yeah.
So it destroyed my confidence.
Damn.
I had no social skills.
Uh-huh.
And when I moved to Ireland, I still had it. So everyone thought I was like retarded.
Yeah.
So it was just really hard to get girls.
Yeah.
Even talk to them,
Half your face was drooling.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I came across, so you don't know this, you don't have social media, but on Instagram it will suggest people for you to follow that like you have mutual friends with or that are in your area.
Mm-hmm.
So this suggested friend came up for me, and he was a kid living in the same town that I was living in Ireland, but he was from Boston.
Okay.
So I followed him and I messaged him, and so then he was throwing a party. So then I went to the party and like became friends with him and these other guys, and I started hanging out with them, and then like I kind of told them about like my situation, how my life was going, and they felt kind of bad for me.
Yeah.
So I went out to the bar with them one time, and I saw this one guy that I was friends with named Jordan.
Okay.
His name was Jordan McDade.
Okay.
He was actually kind of a prick, but he did this one nice thing for me. If what I think he did, he actually did. But I'm pretty sure he like told this girl to like make out with me, like out of pity.
But she did.
She did.
Could have been totally out of pity then. She obviously thought you were cute.
No,
She made out with you.
maybe she was like, let me crush a few more Guinness and then I'll come back to you about this potential prospect.
Prospect.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm not 100% sure. It's possible she did just think I was cute and like it was just kind of like a drunken hookup. But I think that might be the
It
case.
sounds like it did happen to you, and sounds like it worked. Did it bring you back? Were you back?
Sorta, but like
Good wingman situation.
things definitely got harder still. That's why I moved back to the US.
But
But I mean, it definitely,
it helped in the moment.
yeah. I mean, it's not like I ever like found out like officially like heard from someone else like, oh yeah, he definitely did do that.
Yeah.
But a part of me is just like, I think that's the case. And like, even though I realized that, I wasn't like, fuck him.
No.
So, I don't know. Maybe this other guy in the story would feel the same.
I would like to think so. Again, it's a good confidence booster, and it worked. In the long run, it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
Maybe not for you. I mean, you were still moved back to the U.S. and kind of
Turned it around eventually.
eventually, look at you now.
Yeah.
You're on the Doe Show, getting all these subscribers and viewers.
Yo, fucking,
But
jeez.
I love it.
Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed that clip from The Doe Show. Be sure to check out another clip or check out the full episode. Peace out, bitches.